Tonight's focus is going to be on a workable acquisition strategy. I promise you, you will not walk out of here with every aspect and every known mystery to an acquisition strategy. That I can promise you. However, what we tried to do this evening is pull you together a really good panel of folks who can offer some insight and information on the parameters of an acquisition strategy. It's tough. And as you may or may not know, there's 8,600 advisors turning 68 years old every single year for the next 13 years. Nick Goots, who's one of the founding partners, there he is over here, not Scott, that's Nick, one of the founding partners of Succession Link, is going to walk you through some key questions with our panelists, and then we're going to open up to questions that you have on how to build an acquisition strategy.
Well, what additional resources do you have specifically when someone is ready to acquire?
Grateful to Succession Link and Phil for inviting me tonight to participate in this dinner meeting, learn about your platform, other resources that are available. So for the last year or so, I've been really on the Succession Link platform, learning about what's available out there, and look forward to other meetings going forward.
Do you know where you want to be 3 to 5 to 7 years from now? And how does M&A fit into those goals? Getting an organizational readiness. Is my technology, my infrastructure ready to handle an acquisition? If you don't do that up front, you're going to be really hosed when you come on the back end of this process. The second thing is really defining your target market, your ideal target client. So if you're a stock picker, are you searching another stock picker? Are you looking for other stock pickers? Or are you going to
I thought it was great. You know, there was a lot of advisors really interested in what was going on, asked a lot of great questions. Great networking opportunity, not only for me as a sponsor, but also you can still see as we look around, there's advisors still hanging out talking with each other and networking, which is really what you want out of an event like this. Aside from the content, the relationships and networking is invaluable.
As a resource on Succession Link to both premium users and non-premium users, we offer a valuation and deal terms calculator. It takes a look at, I think, 7 data points from your practice. It's got fee-based versus commission, average age of clients, revenue, assets, location, that sort of thing. It's basically a market-based tool that pulls in the data, and it's an algorithm that we've created that will give you a pretty good idea of what your practice will be selling for in your region.
I think the biggest thing with they were mentioning as far as algorithms to kind of enhance geographically, that if you are interested in networking with other advisors closer within a particular geographic area, to have that enhancement, and then also to broaden out the other resources, whether they're attorneys, valuation providers.
The valuation companies that we use for our borrowers, they all typically have 3 methods of valuations, and that's multiple of EBITDA. They'll look at growth and some sort of multiple on revenue, and then they'll look at market price.
The panelists were very insightful, obviously knew a lot about acquisition strategy and how to build your business. So I think that it was great for advisors.
If you're going to do something internally with your team, to have a clear and concise program on how they can earn that equity and then eventually take over the practice. And if you're looking to just grow your practice and bring in other advisors, that was one of the key elements that made our business so successful, was 100% equity ownership. Everybody got equity, including the assistants, and profit sharing. And it just, to become an owner in the practice, if that's the direction you want to go, that's what a lot of these advisors do.
If there's an advisor that wants to learn about acquisition strategy and growing their business, I don't quite see where else you would go for that. And the content that you guys did have was, perfect. And for them to be able to, again, really make it interactive and allow them to ask as many questions as they want. I think it was great for all of them, and again, I feel aside from the content, it was a great networking opportunity, and everyone had a good time as well.